That's my concern. As opposed to back in the day, they wouldn't talk to him, but now he's just interested enough.
Now being a nerd is
now being right, he's perfect.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, my daughter was like, I'm a geek, and I'm like, okay. She's like, no, it's a good thing. Yeah.
accidentally, and things that happen. But anyways, this is just a wonderful night. We're really enjoying ourselves. We have to rush off when it's over. Gina's got to get all the way back to Winchester, Virginia in the next couple of days, which is a long haul.
Turns out there's actually an initiation process for becoming
Oh.
a night driver.
Yeah.
You have to be able to drive 40 hours in a weekend. Then you can be a member.
Yeah.
How am I doing, Chris? Yes,
Good deal.
depends on how I do.
We'll do some serious night driving tonight for sure. Some of you that might be relatively new to bluegrass music may not realize, of course, that Bill Monroe is the father of bluegrass, and the traditional, he's coming later. The traditional bluegrass instruments are, banjo and guitar and mandolin and bass and sometimes fiddle, sometimes later on dobro and things like that. Another thing that bluegrass music was built on is dead horse songs.
It's true. Molly and Tim Brooks.
And
Goodbye, Old Pal, another Bill Monroe song. After burying his horse. Can't beat a good dead horse song.
This morning, the comedy doesn't improve throughout the night. This is pretty much as good as it gets. But this is kind of a really newer song. It actually goes back to the early 70s, but Tom T. Hall wrote this song, and I always loved it. And it was just, like a lot of songs he wrote, just something he saw one day, and he was leafing through the paper, he saw this headline that said, "Pinto the Wonder Horse is dead." And it got him thinking nostalgically about the Sunday Western matinees and things, and we just like it, and decided to record it, and it goes like this. Reading in the paper just about a week ago, it was on the back page and not many people know. Oh, it made me feel bad, but I picked it up and read. Pinto the Wonder Horse is dead. Oh, we rode the dusty trails together at the Saturday morning picture show. The dusty trails are gone now, but it hurts to hear it said, Pinto the Wonder Horse is dead. The memory goes back to when I was a little kid. We believed in everything that Pinto ever did. Well, our kids have a hero, half as brave or half as strong. Pinto the Wonder Horse is gone. But we rode the dusty trails together at the Saturday morning picture show. The dusty trails are gone now, but it hurts to hear it said, Pinto the Wonder Horse is dead. Pinto was the fastest horse alive. If he outran the wind itself, we never were surprised. In my childhood memories, the boys grow into men. Pinto the Wonder rides again. But we rode the dusty trails together at the Saturday morning picture show. The dusty trails are gone now, but it hurts to hear it said, Pinto the Wonder Horse is dead. Pinto the Wonder Horse is dead. We'll sing one that we recorded on a live album. I did in the studio too. We did an album a couple hours down the road near where Mark lives in Cobden, Illinois. That's where the old feed stand.
Yes, and Mark Buchanan, some of you mentioned that you have some ties to Southern Illinois. We'll be playing there on the 11th of June. Is that correct? No.
We hope.
Oh, okay.
He has to talk a band into moving a date, but that's our sometime in June we will be there.
Oh,
So,
yeah, mark your calendar sometime in June.
Just block off the whole month.
No, we're supposed to know the next one is ChrisJonesGrass.com. We put grass at the end of my name. That's the website where the tour dates are. But yeah, we have a great time down there. But this is a gospel classic. We do a quartet on this. John, are you in good bass voice today?
Yeah.
Or could you press the bass button on that?
See, just hit that one button over there.
Much better. This is called Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. We don't often find that. We're going to do an old, none of us wrote this. This is an old Johnny Horton song. Yeah, you know, guy, Battle of New Orleans and all that. This is a song, this is basically a series of pickup lines set to music.
It's fitting to do it right after a gospel.
Right.
They're not very good pickup lines.
Well, they're not subtle.
Mitigating circumstances.
but that was rockabilly was not all about subtlety. Little thing called I'm Ready If You're Willing. There's a big black moon above, and the night's just made for love, baby, I'm ready. If you're willing, if you're twinkle in your eye, it's daring to me to try, baby, I'm ready. If you're willing, they can see I'm waiting, you make up your mind, so use some hesitating, can't you see we're wasting time? Don't you think the love's great, and to be your lover man, baby, I'm ready. If you're willing. I like the way you smile. Would you like to spoon a while? Baby, I'm ready. If you're willing, I like the way you kiss. Oh, let's go on like this, baby, I'm ready. If you're willing, they can see I'm waiting. You make up your mind. Don't use some hesitating. Can't you see we're wasting time? Don't you think the love's great? Let me be your lover man, baby, I'm ready. If you're they can see I'm waiting. You make up your mind. Don't use some hesitating. Can't you see we're wasting time? Don't think the love's great. Let me be your lover man, baby, I'm ready. If you're willing, baby, I'm ready.
So how did you find her?
Craigslist.com.
It was, as these things sometimes are dumb luck. We were playing up in her neck of the woods at her band, Da Vinci was in, was hosting the show and played a set as well. We saw her and met her and were impressed with her. And then she happened to talk to John and say, hey, could you hear about anything opening up? We didn't have anything available at the time, but then all of a sudden we did, and first thing we thought of. Those meant to be things. We're going to sing a song that John wrote, and this is a part of a series of projects about the Civil War, and I'll let John tell you all about this interesting, true story.
Yes, it's a true story, an interesting story. This was a song written by a fella who may have played here with somebody or other, by a guy by the name of Tom Utz from southern Germany, actually not all that far from where Mark is from. He and a great songwriter named Charlie Steffel and I wrote this song for the 1861 Project, was the name of the album, and got Chris to sing it, and it tells a true story of an event that transpired on the eve of the Battle of Stones River, which took place near where I live, anyhow. It used to be where the band lived, but we're now scattered across 2 countries, 3 time zones, and 4 political jurisdictions. So, anyway, in the story, we just tried to tell a story in a very straightforward fashion. So if you listen to the lyrics and follow along, you'll get the gist of it. The only thing that we need to know by way of background is that in those days, the various military formations and armies had bands. They had bands to play stirring martial music to for the soldiers to march off into battle, and it happened on the eve of the Battle of Stones River that the Confederate and Union armies were camped close enough to one another for their bands to hear each other, and this is what happened.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee, December 62. The night before another fight, the gray and the blue. Resting, writing letters to loved ones far away. As the dark was falling, their bands began to play. They played Maryland by Maryland, and the bell cried of freedom. Cumberland Gap and the Bonnie Blue flag, there was 700 yards between them. The yellow rose of Texas and the New York Volunteers. Songs to lift and the spirits high as death was drawing near. They were trying to drown each other out with bugle, drum, and fife. Fighting loud and fast and proud, playing for their lives. As midnight was approaching and the hours dragged along, bands slowed down and played a different kind of song. They played Hard Times Come Again no more. In the days of old lang syne, slowly men began to sing, one voice at a time. When the bands joined in together in a final home sweet home, Johnny Reb and Billy Yake, both sides sing along. When the bands joined in together in a final home sweet home, Johnny Reb and Billy Yake, both sides sing along. Johnny Reb and Billy Yake, every soldier sang along. About time for a banjo tune, I'd say. It's a great old time tune Gina taught us. And a little thing called Cold Frosty Morning. Oh no, don't let me stop you. We're going to do something a little odd here. How many fans of Lester Flatt do we have here? That's great. How about Willie Nelson? Do we have any Willie Nelson? Not neck and neck. As you know, if you follow Willie Nelson's career, he's recorded duets with just about everybody. Lady Gaga to Luciano Pavarotti, you know, it's somebody he's done it. Well, unfortunately, Lester Flatt, passed away in 1979, and wasn't really on the scene at the time that Willie was really starting to get all these duets. Well, we thought that it would have made a wonderful duet, Lester Flatt and Willie Nelson. So, since it's never happened in real life, we're going to try to simulate it for you.
We have a crowd too.
Yes, I have to sing both parts. Which is, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. And I have no props for this, so if you can't tell one from the other, then I apologize. It's a pretty lame routine. But we'll see what we can do. We thought if they got together, they might record an old Flappy Scruggs song, so we dug up one of those. It was one that was actually later a big country hit for Ricky Skaggs, but this is the Lester Willie version of Crying My Heart Out Over You. So memories just fade. In my mind, I still need a place to go. Something like that. Blue window behind the star, yellow moon on the rise, big bird flying across the sky, through the shadows close your eyes, keep out helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Blue window behind the star, yellow was on the right, big birds flying across the sky, through the shadows across the right. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, 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 helpless. All together now. Helpless, helpless, helpless. Helpless, helpless, helpless. At times it sounded a little more like hopeless, but you're all very kind. That was good. That was learned that fairly recently.
We might retire that, Chris.
Oh, come on. We're doing that every single show for the rest of our lives. We'll sing an old song of mine. This is one I used to do in a band I was in called Weary Hearts. We were so weary we broke up. Okay, this one called It's an Uphill Climb. Sitting out the windshield trying to hide you from the mud. Picture of your face. Keep my wheels rolling, but at the sun breaking down. Got lost to love that just can't be replaced. It's an uphill climb, 6 feet apart. Body tries, but lost and lost. I've been on this road so long, trying to make this uphill climb seem to let go. so long, trying to make this uphill climb to keep it going. It's uphill climb since we were born. The body tries to lost the world. Nothing wrong, this road so long, trying to make this uphill climb to keep it going. Trying to make this uphill climb to keep it going. It's coming about that time. We're going to do a song here that we'll say goodnight to this. I want to thank Rick and all the Wood family for opening up our home to us. We've done quite a few things like this. So this is really one of the best we've ever seen. It's just such a great room, and you all are wonderful, and thank you for that. So. We do hope to come back sometime. And
Yeah.
next Tuesday. No, we wouldn't do that to you. We wouldn't do that to the Woods, but
Gina, man.
Turn around and come like that.
so we got the crazy idea to do a trucker hit from the
And by we,
70s.
you mean you.
Okay, if I'm honest. But this was a trucker hit. A guy, C.W. McCall, back in the 70s. Do we have any truckers here from the 70s? All right. Truckers in their 70s. Anyway, this is the story of a couple of truckers that go over a mountain pass in Colorado with a big truckload of chickens. And a few things go wrong along the way,
Imagine that.
including the driver setting fire to himself. But we'll let this is the greatest lyric memorization challenge of my lifetime. So wish me luck. It's kind of a strange, but we have fun with this, and thank you again for just being a wonderful audience. This is a little thing called Wolf Creek Pass. Neither hauling chickens on a flatbed out of Wiggins. We spent all night on the uphill side of 37 miles of hell called Wolf Creek Pass, which is up on the Great Divide. We were sitting there sucking toothpicks, drinking knee-highs and onion soup mix in the center of let's bail the cart to bother and send them chickens on down the other side. Yeah, let's give them a ride. Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the Great Divide, coming on down the other side. Put down his bottle, lashed his foot on the throttle. Then a couple of boobs with 1,000 cubes and a 1948 Peterbilt screamed to life. We woke up the chickens. We roared up over that shoulder, spraying pine cones, rocks, and boulders, and put 400 head of the Rhode Island Reds and a couple of burned-out roosters on the line. Look out below, because here we go. Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the divide, turn on down the other side. We commenced the truck. It's the club. Girl took out a match, scratched his pants, slid up the unused half, and all her cigarette. Mine is pretty up here. Said, Earl, this hill can spill us. You better slow down, you're gonna kill us. It's one mistake and it's the pearly gates for the 85 crates of USDA approved cluckers. You wanna hit second? Wolf Creek Pass, way up on the divide, turn on down the other side. Little bragged out the shifter, and he stabbed her in the fifth gear. Then the chromium-plated, fully illuminated, genuine accessory shift knob got right off of his hand. He said, "Want to screw that thing back on, Earl?" He was trying to throw it on there when the fire fell off his signal and dropped it on down, sort of rolled around, lit the cuff of Earl's pants, burnt a hole in his sock, and it sort of set him right on fire. I looked out of the window and started counting phone calls, going back to rate of 4 to 7 power. Put 2 and 2 together, added 12, carried 5, come up with 22,000 telephone poles an hour. looked at Earl and his eyes were wide. His lip was curled, his leg was fried. His hand was frozen to the wheel like a tongue to a sled in the middle of a blizzard. I said, Earl, I'm not the type to complain, but the time has come for me to explain that if you don't apply some break real soon, you're going to pick us up with a stick and a spoon. Earl reared back, cocked his leg, stepped down as hard as he could on the brake. The pedal went clear to the floor. Just stayed right there to the floor, so it's sort of like stepping on a plum. Well, from there on out, it just wasn't real pretty. It was Hairpin County, Switchback City. One of them looked like a can full of worms. Another one looked like malaria germs. Right in the middle of the whole damn show was a real nice turnaround, wouldn't you know? Sign said clearance to the 12-foot line, but the chickens were stacked to 13.9. Well, we shot that tongue at 110 like gas through a funnel and eggs through a hen. Took that duck row of chickens off slicker than scum off a Louisiana swamp. We went down and around and around and down till we run out of ground at the edge of town. Dashed into the side of the feed store. Downtown Pagosa Springs. Old Creek Pathway upon Getting By Jordan the other side. Old Creek Pathway upon Getting By Jordan the other side. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Wow. You're all wonderful. And, wish we could stick around all night and
Contribute to that.
Sounds like there's enough beer.
Yeah.
see, it wasn't us. You could see all of us there. Usually we're responsible.
I wish you could stay.
We'll sing a sad one here. This is a song written by Miss Dixie and Tom T. Hall, and I was really moved when I first heard the song, and they played it for me just right after they wrote it, and it's just a story of how the real cost of war comes home to family in eastern Kentucky. It's called The Hero in Harlem. A gray silver casket rolls off of the airplane. Stars and stripes are draped over the lid. Inside is the body of our little brother. They say he's a soldier, but he's just a kid. We're here to take him to Harlan, Kentucky, where he will be buried in our family plot. We think of that day when he went in the army, expecting a much better job than he got. He'll be a hero in Harlan, like all the young soldiers before. He's not the first and he won't be the last to lay down his life in war. home to rest high on the hillside. He'll be a hero in the Harlan's way. He never made A's when he sat in the classroom. He never got dates with the prettiest girls. And he got turned down for a job in the coal mine. I guess that's what led him to go save the world. He'll be a hero in Harlan, like all the young soldiers before. He's not the first and he won't be the last to lay down his life in war. The world is a big place and maybe ain't saving, but what can a country boy do with a gun? He used to win teddy bears down at the fairgrounds. Living was easy, shooting was fun. They fold up the stars and the stripes for his mother, and gently they trade her the flag for her son. A harder exchange never took place in Harlan, but it's not the first time it's ever been done. He'll be a hero in Harlan, like all the young soldiers before. He's not the first and he won't be the last to lay down his life in a war. He'll be a hero in Harlan. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate it.